Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today I have a battle of the Apple foundations. I told you guys in my latest video, which was trying out the new KVD Serum, Good Apple Serum Foundation, that I wanted to do a side-by-side wear test of the Good Apple Foundation Balm versus the new Serum Foundation, and here we are. This is going to be a 10-hour wear test on my 40-year-old normal to oily skin. Once again, I do have a full review. It's a 2-day wear test trying out the Serum Foundation. I will have that linked up above in case you want to check it out, and I'll have my playlist, my foundation playlist, linked in a pinned comment. But let me give you guys some quick specifics on both of these foundations. So there is a slight price difference. The Good Apple Foundation Balm retails for $40.50 and the new Serum Foundation retails for $42. There are 40 shades in both foundations. The foundation balm I have in shade Light 08, and Light 08 says it's more for olive undertone, a light olive undertone. And in the new Serum Foundation, I have shade Light 10, which says it's for cool pink undertones. I know we're like totally opposite sides of the spectrum here, but to be honest, I think my best shade match is going to be the one in the Serum Foundation shade Light 10. Even though I go more for fair to light with neutral undertones, this actually is a really nice shade match for me. Now, going back to the Good Apple Foundation Balm, this is intended pretty much for all skin types, but they do say if you have oily skin to powder it down. Again, I'm a normal to oily skin type, the nose being the oiliest place on my face. With the Serum Foundation, this is intended more for oily to combo skin. Now, both of these foundations say they're going to, you know, reduce the look of pores, they're going to conceal blemishes, hyperpigmentation, yada yada. The foundation balm is definitely more of a hydrating, and it's going to give you more of like a soft matte finish, while the Serum Foundation is going to be shine reducing and provide a natural finish. I'm really excited to do this little wear test out. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to everyone. My name is Steph, and this is what I love to do, foundation reviews especially. You're always going to see new makeup reviews. That is the primary content here on my channel, but I especially love to do complexion reviews like foundation and concealer. I do makeup ranking videos here. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. We talk about makeup here a lot. We have a great time while doing it. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I upload a lot of videos. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're very curious about this new KVD Serum Foundation and how it compares to the Good Apple Balm Foundation, give this video a thumbs up before you go. Everything that I'm wearing, which I don't have a lot of makeup on in today's video, but what I do will be linked and listed in the description box, and some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's get started with today's wear test. If y'all want to see which foundation from KVD is going to come out on top, keep on watching. Good morning, guys. So as promised, we are going to do a little mini wear test today, another 10-hour wear test today. KVD Serum Foundation, Good Apple Serum Foundation versus Good Apple Balm. So I have the two different shades. I have shade 10, Light 10 in the new Serum Foundation, and I have the shade Light 08 in the Good Apple. Now, some of you in my last video, you mentioned when I swatched these out next to each other, you mentioned that this looked a bit more olive. Once again, in case you haven't seen that video, which I highly encourage that you do, that's what shade Light 08 looks like in the foundation balm. I have a review over this one as well. This one has been around for what, a year and a half now, I think, something like that. And then now I'm going to swatch the shade Light 10, which shade Light 10, as it appears to be, especially in that review video, Light 10 was a really good shade match for me. So Light 10, this is described as a light with cool pink undertones, and Light 08, I want to say it's with olive undertones. So there we have it. Let me remove this because I want us to start on an even playing field. I think I'm going to do the balm over here on the right side, and then I'll just do the new Serum Foundation. We'll do that one over on the left. Today I'm going to wear it with all of my helping products, and I want to try some new products. from yesterday. So there's a natural finish when it comes to the Serum foundation, and there's more of like a soft matte finish when it comes to the Balm. I don't really notice. I feel like the finishes are kind of the same, but it's been a little bit that I don't wear the Balm. The primer I'm going to go in with is this one from Farsali. This is a beautiful primer, a little bit on the pricey side, but to me, it's worth it. This is my third purchase from them. First purchase since they came back, reformulated, and kind of rebranded a little bit. This is a Skintune Skin Perfecting Serum. This is going to be great if you have larger pores. You just want to make sure you shake it up really, really well. This also has a little bit of tackiness to it, so it's also really going to help grip the makeup while just kind of blurring and just smoothing everything out. It's been a really nice primer. I also have the unicorn, well, I call it like the unicorn essence primer, and I do have that one on today. That's actually how I started my skincare routine today after washing my face. Alright, so I'm going to start applying the foundation balm first. I'll do that to the right side of my face, and I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Love is a Foundation brush. Now, both of these say work with a small amount first and just kind of lightly build into it. I know that this one, well, both of them are super full coverage. It's hard to say which one has more coverage. I'm kind of leaning more towards the foundation serum. That was just, wow, amazing coverage. And already I can see or feel the differences in the texture, like the finish of the foundation. This definitely looks more on the matte side versus the one we're gonna try in a second, the foundation serum. I've had good times and bad times with Good Apple foundation balm. You know, sometimes it does a great job. Sometimes it just, looks like a hot mess. I'm hoping today we have a good little battle going on, you know? Now this one does say, the balm, that it's good for all skin types, while the serum is specifically geared more towards combo oily skin. And I'm a normal to oily skin type. Alright, so here is Good Apple foundation balm. Towards the end, I'm going to press over everything with a damp sponge, to make sure it's as seamless as possible, but you can tell the coverage. No coverage, coverage. Now let me give this serum foundation a good shake. That's one thing they do mention. You want to shake it up really well. Now I'm going to use my Anissa foundation brush. This is the brush I used yesterday for this one. You can see right away, like this is just a little, goes a long way. And again, if you want this to be more of a sheared out foundation, you're going to want to use your beauty sponge, your damp beauty sponge, versus using a brush, because I think a brush, you're just going to get the most payoff and coverage from it. And so if you're not needing all of that, or you want it to be a little more lightweight, then definitely go with the sponge. Now yesterday or day before, when I initially applied this foundation, I did mention that it said it felt lighter than the balm. Do I still feel that way? I feel like right now they're kind of feeling the same. We'll see. Let me see once I have everything going on here, everything finished. So obviously the shades are going to be a little bit different. One is for cool pink undertone. The other one, y'all were saying it's more olive undertone, or has at least more of a yellow undertone to the balm. Let me do a little bit of concealer before I start patting over everything with my sponge. I'm going to use, again, the Good Apple concealer from KVD. I'm in shade Light 105 in this one. Now I'm going to take my damp beauty sponge. To the other side. get this side. All right, now I'm going to pick up just the little bit that I have left from the serum, and I'm just going to use it to bounce right here on the sides of my cheeks, because this is the side that I always want the most coverage from old acne scars and minor discoloration. I mean, the thing about this serum foundation, it's definitely full coverage, but I don't think it performs like a serum foundation. You know, I feel like it's thicker than a serum foundation. Now I'm going to get a little bit with the balm, do the same thing. Okay, guys, I think complexion, at least liquid products are on. So before I apply powder, I'm gonna do my setting spray. So here is Good Apple Balm, Good Apple Serum. Now the setting spray I'm gonna go in with is one from the drugstore, and this is the NYX Matte Finishing Spray. Now to set the T-zone and the under eye area, I'm going to go in with the reformulated Covergirl, I wanted to say L'Oreal, but Covergirl Clean Invisible Loose Powder. I have the shade 105 Translucent. Okay, so the powder is on. I'm just taking a closer look here. I think everything has meshed beautifully with one another. I'm definitely full coverage. I am going to add, you know, the rest of my makeup. They're going to be powder products. So I will check in with you guys during my lunch break. We'll see how these two are wearing. Balm over here on the right and a serum over here on the left. Right now they feel good. I do feel like I can see a little bit more of the mattifying effect over here on the balm side versus over here on the serum side. It does have a little bit more of a glow to it just because it's a natural finish, but I think the coverage is spot on. The big thing that we want to really see is which one's going to hold up longer on my 40-year-old normal to oily skin. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, 5-hour check-in. This is the serum side, and here is the balm side. So at first glance, I actually think the shades kind of, you know, they look the same. I don't feel like I'm wearing two different shades of foundation, but I feel like the coverage is intact on both sides. But however, right in here, my nose, and I did powder down, right here around the mouth, I'm noticing a little bit of signs of wear. I notice like a little bit of cakiness right here, and that's because the oil is starting to come through, and it looks pretty even on both sides. So this side, the serum side, is going to be, it has more of a natural finish. The balm side is supposed to have more of like a soft matte finish. I do see a little bit more glow over here versus over here, but like my oily area, that is pretty much the same on both sides. I think the forehead looks good. I think they both feel good. This side with the serum kind of feels a little tacky still. This side with the balm feels like it has set itself. It's dried down. So 5 more hours to go. I'll be back at the end of the day. We'll wrap up this review wear test, and we'll see. We'll see if the serum's gonna last longer or if the balm is gonna last longer. All right, guys, 10-hour check-in here. It's time to reveal what I think is the winning apple, the good apple of this bunch. On this side, I have the foundation balm, and then on this side, I have the serum foundation. So I just took a look in my simple human mirror. If you guys have ever looked in that mirror, you know it shows anything and everything. I'm gonna have to give the Good Apple Foundation Balm the win for today. Let me tell you why. Over here on the serum side, I feel like it's already breaking up on my forehead, which it didn't do that yesterday. I've been wearing this foundation for the last 3 days, and this is the first day that it's done that. Again, around my nose where the oil's starting to come through, I don't do any touch-ups. It's already getting cakey right here around my mouth, on the chin. It's wearing the same way it has worn for the last 2 days, and especially yesterday, because yesterday I wore this with, you know, all of the helping products. Versus this side with the foundation balm, I don't notice anything going on my forehead. It looks really smooth into here. And while I do feel like I am getting a little bit of cakiness, the oils are starting to come through, it's not the way it looks on this side. It's not as bad. Also, this is a natural finish. This is more of like a soft matte finish, but as of right now, I kind of feel like they look the same, maybe a little bit more shiny on this side, the Serum foundation side, but overall, as far as coverage, I mean, they're both going to be full coverage. They're both going to give amazing coverage. What I will say about the new Serum foundation that I really love, aside from the packaging, because I think the packaging is beautiful. This is glass packaging, this is plastic packaging, but the shade is perfect for me. Shade light 10, and that's a cool to pink undertone. I think light 10 is the better shade on me. Shade 08 over here in the foundation balm has more of an olive undertone, and while I think they kind of look very similar, I'm gonna have to give the win for shade to the Serum side. The last thing I wanted to point out is the texture on these. So this one says obviously it's supposed to be a Serum foundation. I don't find it to really be serum like. I feel it's definitely heavier than a serum, but it still provides a lot of coverage. But I don't know if serum would have been the word I would have included in the title of this foundation or the description of this foundation, because I just don't think that matches up to the texture of this particular foundation. This is a foundation balm, and yeah, I guess I can see how this is a balm, but as far as how they feel on the complexion, I'm gonna have to give it to the foundation balm on this one as well. I just feel like it's a little bit more lightweight on this side of the face. It's already starting to feel a little heavy, a little makeup-y. So if you're wanting to get like that skin-like effect, I would definitely go the balm side. I do want to point out though that I've had the balm. The balm has been out for about 1.5 years now, and I purchased this when it was initially released, and I reviewed it at that time. This is finicky. This doesn't always do a good job. It behaved really well today. I think it knew it was in competition with its younger sister, so that's why it behaved, but sometimes this one doesn't. Sometimes this looks terrible on me. It's a hot, cakey mess. Today it wasn't. So maybe the Covergirl clean powder had something to do with it. Maybe the Farsali Skintune Blur Primer. This is a beautiful primer, by the way. Maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe the NYX setting spray had something to do with it. But keep that in mind. The foundation balm doesn't always work for me. And the last 3 days that I've been wearing the Serum foundation, it's just been okay. But if you want coverage, these two foundations are definitely going to provide full maximum coverage. So that wraps up today's video. Now I want to hear from you. Let me know what you thought of this little Apple foundation battle. Did you think that the balm side looked better, or did you think that the Serum side looked better? Are you gonna be picking up the new Serum foundation? It launches at Ulta on February the 6th, and I'm pretty sure at other KVD retailers, so definitely stay tuned for that in case you are liking the way this looks and you want to check it out. Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.